Hi, I'm Mike from Ram Clutches, and today we're going to take a little time to explore the installed height of a clutch, exactly what that means. By definition, the installed height of the clutch would be the measurement from the fingers of the pressure plate with everything bolted in place, just like it would be in the car, to the back side of the crank flange. That's going to give us the height if we're trying to fit into a special application, just trying to determine if a clutch will fit a particular application, or if we're going to use a hydraulic bearing. That's one of the key measurements we'll use to be able to determine our setup of the bearing itself. So for this example, we're going to use our 25831, which is our LS1 complete clutch package. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that in a lot of flywheels, the crank flange itself may be recessed on the back side. It's not going to sit level to the back side. So if you just bolt this clutch all together and set it on a table and take a measurement, you're not going to get a true measurement. So we set the clutch up on a pedestal, so it's sitting right on the crank flange. And then we're going to use a clutch hub here to lay across the fingers to do our measurement. You can use anything flat that has a hole in the center where you're going to be able to use your calipers to go down through the center hole to get that measurement. So taking the calipers, we'll measure down through. And we can see on this example here, the height of this clutch we're getting is 3.150. Now, it's important to keep in mind that we have to subtract the thickness of this clutch hub because that was holding our caliper up. So that's about 100 thousandths there. So in this particular case here, we're showing 3.050 as our installed height. Now that we know that, we can go back and do some additional measurements with our bell housing, how far the crank flange protrudes, to determine, say, in a mechanical application, is it going to fit in with the linkage, or if we're doing a hydraulic bearing install, we can use that as one of our three numbers to help us determine the gap for the bearing when we set it up. Now, we're going to put some links below to a handy worksheet that will help you out in terms of figuring out what these measurements are, and also a link to our hydraulic bearing video, which goes through all three of the measurements that you need to take in order to get a proper installation there.